Yo, what's going on, guys? Matthew Haynes here, aka the Clock Master. I'm here with my wife,
Shannon, aka Cosmic Binks.
And we are here to check out
Loki, episode 5, season 2. Forgot where
season 2, yeah, season 2, episode 5. Yeah. So at the time you guys are seeing this, we had already finished the first 4 episodes. Like, we already finished episode 4 like a month before it came out.
Yeah.
Because we got the screeners for the review. So I don't really, honestly, because like whatever happened in episode 4 was like fresh for everyone. Yeah. And for me, I was like, what the heck happened in episode 4?
Yeah.
So we didn't get a chance to rewatch it ever since then.
I technically rewatched it.
Well, yeah, when you were editing it, yeah.
So I remember what happened, but I know it might be a little fuzzy for you.
He timely evaporated and the whole
spaghettied.
He spaghettied and then the whole thing just party done. Thing finished. Everything broke up. Yeah. That's what happened. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I remember really for the most part. Yeah. I know they had killed what's her name?
Renslayer. Yeah.
Renslayer and Miss Minutes. They killed her.
Well, they didn't technically kill.
They shut her down. They shut her down.
Just, you know.
They rebooted her. They factory reset her.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what else happened. What was that dude's name? The annoying dude?
Brian or something like that. Brad, maybe?
Like I said, y'all, it's been literally a month since I saw episode 4. So I would say Brad.
I think it's Brad.
I think
he looks like a Brad.
I think it's just Brad.
Just Brad.
I think it's Brad, you know.
I think so.
Like Breaking Brad. That was the name of one of the episodes.
Yes, you're correct.
Breaking Brad.
It's Brad.
So it's Brad. God, it's been a few weeks.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, let's just get right into it. No more delays. Full reaction to this is on Patreon if you guys want to see it. And if you enjoy what you see later on in the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Let's get right into it. Talk about it later as you normally do. Let's get into it now. Okay, what happens when time just doesn't work out for you?
Yeah.
Of course, Loki's the one constant.
Of course. But where's everyone else?
Right.
Is he just the only one left here? Like.
And like, why him, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why Loki? Ooh, these shots.
Right.
And claustrophobia. What shots? I'm just not gonna look at it. Guys, that thing literally disgusts me. Oh, God, I hate it. Night bears. That's why you're editing this episode, not me. Can't handle it.
Okay. Where are we in the timeline?
Why do you hate me? Why do they hate me? Where it's literally...
we were fine.
We were fine. I gotta stay strong. This joint is ripping my skin apart.
Stay strong, brother.
Stay strong, brother.
What is actually happening, Loki?
Yeah, it's tripping me up.
Fail safe, like, whoa.
Whoa.
Hello? Oh, that was him.
But yeah, but like it's like repeating in.
Yeah. What the hell?
Hello? What is the heck is the failsafe mode?
Thank you for your service. What the hell?
Yo, my skin is literally crawling.
Yeah, this kind of, yeah, this isn't good for Matthew. Is this part of the failsafe?
I don't know, because Casey's here.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this in the trailer.
Oh, I didn't watch the trailer.
We watched it together.
Oh, the main trailer.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the other trailer they released.
Casey got a whole operation set up.
I don't know anything about a boat. How'd you get here? How did I get where?
Alcatraz.
On Alcatraz, yeah.
I don't know how I got here. That's the problem. Way off this rock. Sorry, pal.
At least it's in the dark this time.
Yeah, kind of ignore it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, back to Sylvie. Gosh, man.
That's good too. But you might forget how bad it hurt over the next 6 weeks. So I'm gonna write.
You know, this makes sense for her.
Mm-hmm. He gets to have his jet ski.
Finally.
Wind in the hair. They deal.
It's like it's imitating the.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
To put on a helmet and ride around in the mud. Weak, they're upstairs.
He's just trying to sell his books.
Oh. Get this man a book deal stat.
And people like sci-fi.
Yeah.
What's wrong? This is 1994. They had sci-fi like way before this.
My most popular book of all time. I'm sure I can find your copy somewhere around here.
Wait,
That book cover looked crazy though.
you are a writer.
Yes, science fiction.
I'm doomed.
The irony.
But, and this is
I can't control it. I can't just.
Are they just gonna give Loki a new power?
Right.
Like time slipping? That'd be wild.
because you should be able to control it. So go ahead.
Now?
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
All right.
But make it cleaner, please.
Maybe just a.
Like a snap would be nice.
He's got a Spider-Man it.
You must be doing
Go,
something
Web,
wrong
go.
because it really feels like time slipping is the answer. The knowledge of how it works, I would have to invent it all from scratch. It could take a whole lifetime.
Yeah.
And not having the materials too at easily at hand.
You got one on you?
I'd be wild if he did. No, he does. Doesn't
Oh,
know the
TVA
TVA handbook. Or the guidebook. Whatever it is. Is it guidebook or handbook?
Yeah, well, same difference.
What if he had that knowledge?
Write a bestseller.
Yeah, sort of. Let's get to work.
There it is.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of
But
a problem.
okay, you just work on building it, and then we'll meet back up later.
He's got the handbook, so
Yeah.
maybe things might change now that he knows what to do, or will learn what to do.
How did he get burnt? Kevin, who gave you the
Which his name is
matches?
Kevin.
Stole him.
No, you... Give him to
God
me.
damn it,
Come on.
Kevin.
Hand him over. Don't run, Kev. And you belong in a place called the TVA. Is that right?
I mean, this is where he belongs.
Hold that.
Technically speaking,
I'm
yes.
okay. It's okay.
I don't want any trouble.
It's all right. I'm a friend.
I know you are. I'm a friend too.
What?
There it is.
Yeah.
How did you build a temp pad so fast?
I don't know if I say 18 months is fast. Well,
That's pretty
19
fast.
That's pretty
I had to
fast.
take a break and move out when I lost my job and my wife left me.
Aw.
Dang.
So what now?
No, you
From a place called the Time Variance Authority. You saved my life when I first arrived. You saw.
What if he
something in
remembers
me
and he's just pretending?
that
I don't
hadn't
think
seen
he
myself.
knows.
I don't know.
Are you really my... It's a pretty cool name.
God, this is the most Avengers sounding music playing right
Right.
now. This is the most Avengers sounding song.
It kind of is.
Strange.
This does remind me of the one Phineas and Ferb episode. It was like, dude, we're getting the band back together.
Dude, we're getting the band back together.
Well, are you gonna go for Timely too? Or you gotta get Sylvie now. Wherever she is. And the big question mark is always Sylvie. Bro, oh my God.
Matthew, he's a criminal. What do you expect?
Yeah,
He just escaped from Alcatraz.
I know. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He had a hard time convincing her anyway.
Right.
And is she like the rest of them, or does she actually remember because she's a Loki too?
Yeah, that's really the question here.
Because she might remember everything and just choosing to just ignore it all as usual. Oh. You saw her stuff disappearing, right?
How I thought the scene was going to play out.
No? What exactly were you expecting?
It gets you.
Okay. Get in the... Eric, can we get a drink?
Yeah, but your stuff was disappearing.
If they had a choice, would have chosen to stay.
From their lives, showing them something that they cannot unsee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true too.
But they didn't
mean,
get
that's true
a
too.
choice in this.
What do you want?
I want my friends back.
2 bourbons, please.
I mean, that's his glorious purpose.
Yeah.
He lost everything
I want
now.
my friends back.
Yeah.
I don't want to be alone.
Oh.
Hmm.
It's not gonna matter when your stuff is literally disappearing anyways. Clearly,
Yeah.
there's something still wrong.
Yeah, the timeline is like disintegrating. All.
Have to wait. I'm gonna borrow this thing for a
No,
bit.
you're not.
Nah, if I was Obi, I wasn't going home, bro.
Yeah, it was like,
I lost my
I'm
wife,
this
my
deep
job,
already.
and everything.
Yeah.
Just for this? Heck, nah, I ain't going back. If I was Obi, I would just stay. I would just stay with Loki.
Right.
That look, bro, we're here now.
We'll either cure what's ailing you or make it a whole lot worse.
It'd be like
You
that.
need to work on your sales technique. Thank you.
This whole record shop about to just disappear
Yep.
before her eyes, man. But this whole shot is crazy.
Right. Bro, his mug literally said, "Take me."
Literally. Love the song choice. Love this. I actually don't mind the coffee doing that. I think that's pretty normal. Dang. The lyrics work perfectly with this scene. Bruh, this guy having a trip of his life.
Yeah.
Damn.
Jeez.
Damn. That's crazy. Wow. Editing team, y'all going crazy
they were
right now.
wild in this.
Like, anybody tell y'all to pop off like this? Why y'all popping off so crazy right now?
Just the spinning.
Yeah. Editing team is popping off. The VFX team was popping. Man, y'all need to pay y'all guys, bruh.
Seriously.
Look how crazy this is. Y'all need to pay y'all VFX team proper, man. This is some good VFX, some good cinematography, some good sound design, everything.
Just peak.
No, they aren't.
Yep. There we go.
Everything's falling apart.
You need it.
The branches are dying.
You need it.
I don't know.
This room on the 10 pad.
Oh.
Of course.
Where did it go?
Hey,
Of course.
Oh.
Lovely.
What? Bro, what the heck? How?
This one's dying. This timeline's dying.
Bro, how are they gonna get out of this situation, dog?
What do we do?
The episode almost done. How
Yeah.
are we gonna fix this?
It was a fiction problem.
What the hell, man? What we gonna do? How this gonna get resolved?
Damn. Oh,
Oh.
even Sylvie too?
Oh.
Loki might have to figure out how to use the thing.
Yeah.
He has the Y now.
Bro, these shots though.
Right, these shots are crazy.
Is the fact that we're destined to lose.
There it is.
Whoa.
There's nowhere left to go.
Once you feel it, you can do it now.
Fix it.
There it is.
They aren't.
Done.
Everything's falling apart. The branches are dying.
Damn. Yo, they just OP Loki now.
Yes.
I can rewrite the story.
Wow. Damn.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my God. Of course. Of freaking course.
So this actually might make Loki like the scariest person in Marvel now.
That was yeah, no, that was great.
Yeah.
Despite all the glitching effects, how he looks when he does the thing, it really does freak me out. Yeah. I have a phobia with that thing, so it just kind of freaks me out. But besides all that, yeah, man, baller episode.
The editing team went off.
Editing team went crazy. Y'all better make sure y'all paying them and giving them all the time they need. I said this in a separate video on the channel, but like, at this point where we're at right now, I don't mind getting a little bit of a break from Marvel content. And like, just, I prefer the quality over the quantity at this point in my life right now, I think. Because
this was like a longer thing.
Yeah, it's like 2 years in the making.
Yeah. And obviously it's paying off.
I think
like,
so.
This looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
editing team, the editors, directors for this episode, producer for the episode, everything.
Yeah.
The writing for the episode. Yeah. Everything was on point, really, I think. Like, everything was just narratively done well. Like, just looking at the episode of itself, the structure of it was just great. I mean, setting up a lot of, like, curiosity and setting up a lot of questions and not really giving away too much answers. Keeping you on your toes.
Definitely.
Not really spoon feeding you everything. To the point that, even I'm stumped trying to figure out what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Not getting anything right in my predictions. And then, to see at the end that Loki does inevitably figure it out because we have no idea, we still don't even know exactly how the whole thing works or how it's orchestrated. But, at least we are getting to that point. So, yeah, man, this was just something. This was a really good episode. But I mean, besides all that, like, how are you feeling right now?
No, I mean, I think season 2 so far has really just been like banger after banger, if I'm being real. Like, there's been some like slower episodes for sure, but I'm looking like as a whole, like this season has been really enjoyable for me.
Episodes? You think there was slower, like multiple episodes that were slow?
It's been a while since we watched them.
It has been a while.
So I'm trying to think.
It probably just feels that way.
It might just feel that way, but
I don't think there was any real, I mean, the whole show of itself was slow paced, but that's not a bad thing because it's just a storytelling aspect build up. It wasn't like season 1 where there was a lot of, action-packed moments that were happening, especially between season 1. No, this is not a thing on you.
No, I know. I'm just saying, don't get me wrong, when I say slower episodes, it's not, as a whole, I don't mind it.
No, but you saying slow doesn't mean it's bad, though. I'm not saying it's bad.
I know, that's what I'm saying, because some people like kind of take slow as being bad. So I'm trying to clarify.
Well, no, slow isn't bad. I don't think it's bad. I mean, I think this whole show as a whole has been pretty evenly paced.
Yeah.
Every episode was felt just about right. If anything, there were certain episodes where I'm like, why did you end so quickly?
The last 2.
Give us more.
The last 2.
Yeah. So
specifically,
this is a different direction, but the directors that the showrunners for this season have been holding up really well. And season 1, there was a lot of adventure aspect to Loki, especially with him and Sylvie and their adventures and going to different timelines, going to different planets, going to different things, experiencing different stuff. And, that was what that was all about. And then finally getting to that great season finale. And then, but, season 2 has been a little bit more of a step back, not in a bad direction, but it was just more like, okay, what do we do now when all the glitz and glamour is done? Yeah. Sometimes we got to take it back a little.
Yeah. How do we fix it?
How do we, how do we get this back to where we need to be?
Yeah.
And I feel like Loki, how they're doing Loki season 2 is how they should approach the MCU now in general. I really, and also the Disney Plus series too, because I don't know if you heard, did you hear about Marvel Spotlight?
I heard about it. I don't know.
Did you see what it was? Like,
no.
Okay.
I just heard about it.
So Marvel Spotlight is this new project that they're doing where they're going to be focused on more ground-based level heroes and villains with street level problems.
Okay.
So they're going to be focused more, instead of doing like the big, and I think Echo might be the first step in that direction. But yeah, no, we should probably watch the trailer after, because we haven't seen it. But Echo, I think, is going to be the step in that direction, and how they're trying to structure Daredevil and everything, trying to focus on more, what Netflix, Marvel did for a while, which like Punisher and stuff, keeping it ground
I did hear
level.
that they were more so doing that, or trying to go more towards that.
Yeah.
Because I haven't watched all of the Marvel shows on Netflix. Like, we watched some of Daredevil together. I know you had watched it like before.
Oh, I was watching Daredevil when it was coming out.
Yeah,
every season.
He had me watch it, and we just watched it together.
Yeah, we watched season. I rewatched season 1 with her. Yeah,
we started season 2, but
did we start season 2?
We started season 2.
We need to finish it.
Yeah, and then we watched a little bit of Luke Cage together.
Yeah, we need to finish it. I don't even think, did we finish episode 1
of Luke Cage?
Yeah,
we were a couple episodes in.
Were we?
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke Cage, man, was one of my favorite shows. I really loved, and I actually liked what they were trying to do with the Defenders too. Iron Fist was a very question marky type of character. That was when they started to try to bring a bigger character into more street level situation, and it was just kind of awkward.
But either way, point being, I like having the smaller kind of characters to make the world feel fuller,
It's more balanced, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
you have Thanos that we dealt with. We were having, Kang, or, possibly, Doctor Doom.
I think the Doctor Doom thing was just a backup plan.
Yeah.
I think they're still sticking with Kang at this point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all still up in the air. Nothing confirmed.
I mean, I still think that they're gonna stick with it.
Yeah.
But
point being, just because there's these really big things happening doesn't mean there's not little things happening still.
Yeah.
Like more grounded, like Echo, for example, or, She-Hulk, or Moon Knight.
I wouldn't say those are grounded thing, because She-Hulk is still dealing with very big things like gamma radiation and all these other types.
I'm talking about the crime that they're dealing with.
I mean,
the crime that they have dealt with.
I mean, Moon Knight was straight up fighting a god. At the end.
Okay, bad
at the end of the season.
Bad example. Okay, bad example.
Moon Knight was straight up fighting.
Okay, Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel was fighting interdimensional beings.
But she was also one, so it don't matter. But listen, okay, you know what I'm.
That one doesn't.
You know what
I know what you mean, but those examples I don't think really fit the mold. I think I think an example that would fit the mold would be like Hawkeye.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, Hawkeye. I'm just saying.
You know what I was talking about.
I'm just saying.
You know what I was talking about.
But Hawkeye would fit the mold.
But the point I was saying with the other ones, though, is that there was a beginning and an end fairly quickly.
Is that the point you're trying to make? That's not what I got.
It wasn't like Thanos, that it was a long drawn out thing.
Okay, so
it was more
just so I can understand. So I can understand and to make it clear for the record on video, when you said the example you're giving with She-Hulk and Miss Marvel and Moon Knight, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the point of bringing that up? Like, what was the thing you were trying to communicate? Was it the ground level thing, or you're talking about? When
I say ground level, right? It's not as big of a threat as like Thanos was, in the sense that Thanos was a long drawn out thing that was over many years, right?
Yeah,
within the MCU.
So can I just interrupt there then?
Well, let me explain.
Well, I just want to correct something, because that's not what ground level means in the context of.
Okay, but you're not letting me explain what I am trying to say.
Okay.
So that's. I understand what ground level means, like, petty crime, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Explain yourself.
I'm talking in terms of the MCU, because you can't always just fight like petty crime, right?
I mean, it's not always just petty crime, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's the.
Let me hear.
Never mind.
No,
I don't want to explain no more.
I don't explain. I'm just trying to.
No.
I'm just trying to make sure we're all on the same page about what
It's
that
okay.
means.
It's okay. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, I will listen. Explain.
It's okay. I know what I'm talking about.
I want to know what you mean. Go ahead.
I was just saying that there was a beginning and an end that was in a shorter time frame.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like over the course of years within a certain thing, and it wasn't as harmful to a vast majority.
I mean,
that's the point I'm making.
That's not an invalid point. You're not wrong about that. I'm just saying, like, in terms of like what like ground level means, in a sense, if you're dealing with it was just examples I was addressing. Like, what you're saying is not wrong. Like, it didn't affect like a vast majority of people like Thanos. It didn't affect like, you know, it didn't have like a big threat like the Eternals. But you know, if your main character is dealing with cosmic threats and like interdimensional beings and spiritual forces, at that point, it's not really, that's beyond the norm. So it's like not really ground level, like Daredevil, for example, as you saw in season 1, where there were pretty big threats and it wasn't just petty crime. I mean, you had like, you know, you had Fisk, for example, like, you know, and all of his people, like that's a pretty big organization. And you had like all those other people, and Luke Cage, of course. You had like you know, you did have your petty crime, yeah, but you also had like your, you know, your big bosses like Cottonmouth that's like running the entire, you know, hood. So I mean, I think just for the context of what like Marvel is trying to talk about, ground level for that example wouldn't apply to Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel, and She-Hulk. That's just what I was addressing. Mm-hmm. But the other thing you were talking about, which doesn't fit in the ground level definition, is correct. I mean, they did have the stories start and end. It didn't affect a lot of people. So you're right about that for sure. And I mean, I don't know. So how this all fits back into Loki, I don't even know where I would place Loki, to be honest. And if anything, I would say She-Hulk and Ms. Marvel and Moon Knight, I'd probably place maybe a little above the ground level. And Falcon and Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier, I would still say is ground level, because they were mainly dealing with like super soldiers, essentially. So they were just like, you know, your average Batman villain. I don't know. But like, I would say, yeah. So I don't know. I would put them maybe like a little bit above ground level. Like they're dealing in their streets, they're dealing in their hoods, but they're dealing with pretty big problems in their streets and in their hoods. Mm-hmm. So I'd say I'd probably put a little bit above, minus Moon Knight though, because they were literally fighting in Giza. They're literally fighting on a pyramid. and Moon Knight was literally controlling the stars with Honshu. So
yeah, but I mean, there was. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into all that, because that's a whole other conversation. But.
Well, no, I mean, I don't think it's a whole conversation. I think it's relevant to Loki though, because it's like, where does Loki fit in?
I'm saying what I was gonna go on about, but that's okay. Loki, I would consider a big threat.
Yeah, I think so.
Because this is messing with the timelines. Every single timeline could die.
Yeah, I think.
And then there would just be nothingness, and then all like Marvel would be actually dead.
Well. According to, because I did ask a question in the last video, according to what people were saying, how they explained it was that like the timeline situation is like each multiverse has their own, they have their own timelines.
But do they all have their own TVA?
I would say so. I guess, you know, because you can have like, because like a different timeline is in the same universe, I guess, and they all exist within the same universe. It's just a different timeline of events within that universe. So in one universe, there are some branch timelines where Thanos still exists, where the Avengers never won, and Thanos succeeded. You know, there's that timeline that exists out there. And then I would assume that maybe that every other like universe in the multiverse has their own TVA, essentially, I guess. I would assume so, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the answer
we
to
don't
that.
know how this works.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. It's just a theory based on, you know.
What everyone is saying about how there's one multiverse, like that have, you know, there's different multiverses that have different timelines, could be absolutely incorrect too. It could just be the one universe with different timelines that are affected differently. You know,
Maybe.
like some of the ones we saw in like in a Multiverse of Madness, you know, all of those could just be different timelines for all we know. There's no confirmation about any of that.
I'm really trying to think hard about this because I think like the multiverse. Okay, so here's a response that can support what people are saying about the timelines just existing within one universe. I'm not saying I'm right here, just a theory here. So I think with the multiverse aspect, like in Multiverse of Madness, the difference between a timeline and a variant in a multiverse, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's that like there are major changes sometimes to not only the person, but how they look. And not only do the events change out, but like their whole world is drastically different.
I understand. I'm just saying the point I was making is that we don't know anything.
No, I know, but I'm saying, but here's what we do. I'm talking about what we do know. So what we do know is that there are, like, if you go to the multiverse, there is a, you know, as we saw in Multiverse of Madness, there's like a Doctor Strange. There's a world where the traffic lights were different.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, you know, but then all we have seen, but we saw very drastic changes.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them looked very different and stuff. Whereas in the TVA concerning that, the timeline, we didn't see those drastic changes. All we really saw was time on Earth and time in different places on Earth happening, like a set of timelines of things happening differently. Mm-hmm. So a branch timeline would be maybe Brad is a movie star in this timeline, but in another timeline, he's not a movie star,
mm-hmm.
you know, or OB being an author in 1994, but never an author in the sacred timeline,
mm-hmm.
I guess. So that's what we do know. I can't remember if, I mean, we did see that the sacred timeline dealt with other planets too. So it's not just left to Earth.
Yeah.
From what I remember in season 1, because that's kind of blurry to me, but what I remember in season 1 was that like the timelines also dealt with what happened in other planets too.
Yeah.
Because we did see them go to different planets and prune different types of species and different types of people and beings. So, but that being said, I think so far that based on what we've seen, we can assume that each multiverse has their own TVA and their own sacred timelines within those,
mm-hmm.
which makes the possibilities for Marvel even more endless, mm-hmm. if they do it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So at least that's just what I think the conclusion we can kind of come to.
Yeah.
But unless y'all let me know. I didn't really read too much of the new thing that came out, the MCU official timeline book that got released. So there is a book. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, there's a book. So if you guys happen to have read it already, and if the answer was made clear to us exactly what this is, just please let us know in the comments. Because I don't know offhand, like just thinking about it, if we ever got confirmation on the difference between what takes place in the multiverse and if the TVA is in the main MCU or if the TVA exists outside of the multiverse and the branches are different universes.
Yeah.
Just let us know exactly if that was confirmed or not.
Yeah.
Or if there was any hints at it in the book or anything, just let us know in the comments down below. Just because I just haven't looked into it, so I don't really know what was discussed or not.
It's kind of been very confusing. So
yeah, but we just have been bad Marvel fans lately, so we haven't.
A lot of people have.
Yeah, we haven't really been keeping up with everything as we should have this year.
Yeah.
So
still haven't seen Guardians.
But we might be reacting to it this week. Yeah. So, but anyways. Do you have anything else you want to add to this, or do you think that we kind of covered everything so far? If there's any last minute thoughts you have, you know.
I mean, I think that's about it, to be honest.
That's it. You don't got any other theories or explanations that you're thinking about?
I have no idea. I really don't. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that being said, thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Just let us know in the comments your thoughts and everything about the episode, how you're feeling about Loki. And we have one more episode, I believe, and that'll be it. So just let us know. I mean, there's so many questions I have about Loki and his new powers and what he can do.
I don't know if we're gonna get all the answers.
Yeah. But I'm in no rush to find out either. I mean, I want to see the next episode, but after that, if there is another season and when they do another season, I'm not in a rush to necessarily.
Well, Marvel said they are going to try to focus on more series rather than just, one-offs. So
yeah, building more stuff. So yeah, I'm down for that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Clockmaster and
Cosmic Binks
out.